Alright, so my name is Tracy. I'm from Binar Lighting Studio. We are a lighting designer, independent lighting designer who based in Bali. And we established in 2019. We work with hotel operators right now and some private residentials and commercial projects for the lighting designs. Alright, so what we publish is actually the lighting design and the consultation for the lighting itself. So we collaborate with a lot of architect and interior designer in Bali and also overseas. We do like consultation for the lighting itself. So after the architect and interior make their plan, they're gonna come to the lighting consultant to do like some consultation regarding the lightings. Our target market is hotel operators, the developer itself, the business owners, and also some our clients is the private residential owners. The most common problem right now, they think lighting meaning only bright, or they just want to have a dim lighting, but the lighting design is more way than that. So we do create like what we said, we bring a soul to the place because we want to make the ambience, the different ambience within the day and the night. So the guests can experience a lot of the different feelings when the day, and also they have a beautiful feelings in the night itself. Also the experience of the lighting, meaning we do some calculating, some experience and some modification of the lighting techniques. So everyone can enjoy the lighting with the right amount of the brightness. So the architect meaning like the building itself. So we want to create, emphasize the architect element, like for example the facade. The architect sometimes make a beautiful facade and the unique facade that we need to emphasize it. So we create the technique of the lighting to enlighten the facade in the night. So everyone can enjoy how beautiful the facade in the night. And for the interior, they already maybe put some the lighting point. What we make in here there is to add more ambience feelings in the interior to make as efficient and a better ambience for the guests and for the user to make the interiors areas. The landscape itself, especially because what our project is in mostly in Bali, landscape is major areas in Bali. So everyone who make a property, they always have a bigger landscape than the interior. So we want to have the beautiful scenery for the surroundings, and also we respect the nature in here. So we want to create the beautiful landscape lighting without make our what you call it, like a bird and every life and the nature life in the night's disturbance. So many hospitalities in Bali has different inquiries. For example, like some private residentials in Canggu, totally different like private residentials, for example, in Ubud. In Ubud, normally the owner want to have more intimate lighting with totally dim lighting. Sometimes if people from Canggu go to the private residential Ubud, they say it's too dark. But the private user in Ubud love that because they want to have a totally intimate lighting ambience. And that's why we also introduce about the lighting system. The lighting system, technically we say it like a dimmer system. So you can playing with the scenes, dimming lightings. You can choose whatever the scenes that you wanted. In Canggu, normally the private resident, they want to rent it. So we'll make it as easier as a basic lighting system. It's totally different things. So the home automation is same like a lighting system. Nowadays, it's not really hard to find a lighting system itself. 10 years ago, when the lighting industry just came to Indonesia, it's really hard to find the lighting system who's suitable with the lighting driver itself. But now it's totally easy. a lot of the option, a lot of the variety of the lighting system that compatible and suitable with the lighting trafo transformer that's already in our market. So that's why we try to educate our clients and the market to use the lighting system. First, because it's not really expensive anymore. The second, we have a lot of the option and the variety of the lighting scenes. Price, I think, because lighting consultant is like a specialist consultant. It's like when you go to the hospital, it's totally different fare between the general doctor and the specialist doctor. That's why in here it's still they say lighting consultant is expensive. But actually, if we calculate everything with the trial error effect and also the efficiency, time efficiency, and also the budget efficiency, I can always say to our clients, lighting designer is not expensive, but it's efficient solution. Talking about the efficiency budget. So when we do the lighting design, we calculate everything. We will not put like a lot of the lighting in one room. Normally, the general lighting point, they put the lighting point per 2 meters. Can we reduce it to 3 meters or maybe 4 meters? That's possible if we calculate it correctly, and also it's depend of what the furniture plan and also the interior layout it be. So first we calculating the lighting points and also the lighting wattage. Why we always do the good lighting lumens output? Because we want to have the first LED. LED is a good lumen output. It's different with the halogen one. It's because we want to make the efficiency, the power of efficiency, the LED itself. And the third one is the lighting system. The lighting system meaning you can dim the light when you don't need like too bright lighting. For example, in the night when you want to have the intimate conversation, you don't need a really bright lights in the living room. You can just dim it down, and in that point the wattage is going to be down. That means you're going to cut some energy in the night and you can save it. It's totally different if you only have on and off lightings. For the price for the lighting consultant, it depends on how complicated of the architect and interior design itself. So it's kind of hard for the lighting consultant to have a standard. This is our standard price for per square meters. Why? Because some architect may complicated complicated is some technical complicated architectural design that we need to do more like research and calculating in lighting, and it's gonna be higher price. Compared with some architect who make, for example, a Japanese models of the architecturals, which is only simple, standard, minimalist. It's gonna be different. Even with the Japanese model, architectural is higher measurement compared with this, we can say American standard. So it's really hard to say our price standards for the lighting. Maybe some say we say our price is higher, but we have a lot of the expertise in our office. I have my partners that have already 25 years in the lighting industry, that she already gone through a lot of the experience in lighting industry, and also we have this technology that is not really cheap in our office that we do the calculating itself. Maybe in the beginning it's kind of expensive, but we can guarantee we can keep your budget in a safe point. So let's say if the client say I only have 1 million for the lighting, we will not make a specification the European brand for the lighting itself, because we know in our mind these projects only have this budget. So we try with the creative thinking to make a beautiful lighting design with under budget. A lot of our clients now become friends. So whenever they need us to come, they just call me and just come to the villas. I try to give the solution. Maybe in 5 years the lighting already off because they have a lifetime for the lighting LED. So I just give the solution, introduce again to some suppliers that give the long life guarantee and warranty. Okay, Binar is efficient, creative, and also trusted.